Hey there, everybody. This is CP Cards and Dice. We are right about to get started here with another fall classic baseball extravaganza. It is the Oakland Athletics, the 1980 Ricky Henderson Oakland Billy Ball Athletics against the 1980 Jim Palmer Al Bumbry Baltimore Orioles at Memorial Stadium. We're right about to start. And let's see, let's get a little bit more light going over here. I am doing some experiments as usual, keeping track of the innings, the time of each inning. And I'm going to get started right away. It's going to be, let's see, I'm using iScore. iScore does it all for you. What a great program for free. And you're not using this, you're missing out. It allows you to play a lot more games, makes your life much easier. Let's see. Oh, did I create this game? I don't think I created this game yet. Oh my God. I think it'll take a couple of minutes, maybe a minute. All right, so the A's are visiting the Orioles, and most of the lineups are the same from yesterday's game. So Norris won, I think 6-1 or 7-1, I believe. Um, 7-2. You know what? It was 6-1. So now, let's see. Let's go and set up this game. It's going to be Langford against Rick Lankford, the ace of the 1980 A's, against Jim Palmer, the ace of the 1980 Baltimore Orioles. So let me quickly look at the lineups for these teams and get them into place before I start. There it is. Okay, Bumbry Lowenstein is going to be batting second. So we start off with Bumbry, and we're going to have to create Lowenstein. I don't think we ever created him. Just got off of work and just decided to have a quick game. So John Lowenstein, the lefty, is going to be batting second today for the Baltimore Orioles. Lowenstein. All right. He'll be in, I believe, left field. Yes, he will. He'll be in left field. And he will be replacing Gary Renicky, who plays out there. Hope everybody's doing well in this time of COVID. Avoid that at all costs. You don't want to deal with that. Dower is batting seventh. He moves from the second spot to the seventh spot. The Sensays is right about ahead of him. Actually, Dower's in the eighth spot. And Graham is a catcher today. He's there. Okay, good. Murray. Pat Kelly is going to be out, and instead of Kelly, it's going to be Terry Crowley batting fifth. We're just getting together the lineup for the Orioles. I thought that was done already, and unfortunately, I didn't bother to check before I started the stream. And Terry Crowley, Graham, Keo Garcia will be batting. All right, that's about it. And we just got to change the pitcher. It's going to be Jimmy Palmer. I believe we faced him before because he is on the roster. These are rosters I inputted myself. If you use Retro Sheet, it does it for you. If you have any questions about that, I had a tutorial on how to do that. It's very easy. And let's see. Now it's going to be the A's. The A's brought in Reverend. He will be batting cleanup. Essien, I believe, is out. Yeah, Essien's out. The catcher is going to be Jeff Newman, who was the first baseman yesterday. So he plays both first base and catcher. Heath is out. Heath is not in there. And Wayne Gross is in. Mitchell Page. Mitchell Page is the DH. And then we got Wayne Gross, the third baseman. And it's Mckay and Piccolo. Mckay, so Edwards is out on this one. He played in yesterday's game. Mckay is going to be at second base today. So Mckay moves around from second to short to third. I think primarily second and third base. Piccolo is going to be the shortstop. Excuse me. I put Edwards there. Darn it. All right, Piccolo's in there at short. And that's about it. And now we're going to get Rick Lankford. And he's warming up, and we'll see what he looks like today, warmed up, how his stuff is. And that's about it. I have, let's see, Reverend, Page, and Gross. Reverend, Armas. Page is third. Okay, so we're going to move Page to third. Then it's going to be Reverend and Armas. Gross and Newman. Mckay, and that's it. We're ready to start. Ready to play ball. And it's Ricky Henderson leading us off. And let's see how the pitchers are going to look today. And it's going to be, I always start with my team, the team I'm managing, the A's. It's a 14, so he's going to be, Langford's going to be a B today. And the Baltimore Palmer is going to be a C. All right. And we're right about to get started. We're doing some dice. Fall Classic Baseball with dice. Michael Peterson. Hello there, brother. Yeah, you saw Norris's last game. I played that late, I believe, very late. He was pretty unhittable until the ninth inning, unfortunately. Threw a couple wild pitches, and they scored on him on that wild pitch in the ninth. Gave up that one run. So here's Ricky Henderson leading off against Jim Palmer. Jim Palmer was 16-10, 33 games started. It's going to be a 12. That's ball 4. And that gives a couple opportunities for stolen bases for Ricky. And we're not going to roll again. We're just going to use that one. And there goes Ricky, the throw down from Graham, not in time. Stolen base for Ricky Henderson. Now I want to use, wait. So Ricky Henderson down to second base, and late, the throw is late, throws offline, the tag is late. Now he's got another steal. I don't like to steal third unless there's one out, so we're going to save it. And we're going to wait for the one out, and then once there's one out, we'll try to steal. And here goes. It's going to be Murphy, the pitch from Palmer. That is going to be 25. And a 25 is going to be some sort of an out. Let's see what kind of an out that's going to be. It's going to be a fly ball center field. And Henderson is going to tag, but no, he just bluffs, stays at second. And there he goes for the stolen base, and he is safe. At third base, so Henderson waited. Hold on a second, I got to get something to drink. All right. So Mitchell Page up with one out. Henderson walked and then stole second and then stole third. He's at third base right now. This is typical Billy Ball, right? This is exactly what Billy Ball was all about. And it's going to be a 56. And we're going to go off Palmer, the C Palmer. That's going to be a swing and a miss. A pitch that's outside the strike zone. on a full count, and that's going to get Page swing 2 down. So Page fails to deliver there with a runner on third base and only 1 out. And here's Dave Reverend. He actually, no, was it Armas or Reverend batting fourth? No, I believe it's Reverend. I did not pop in Reverend, so we got to pop him in real quick here. I'm using iScore, very easy to use. You can print out a box score from it. Let's bring in Reverend. There he is. All right, Dave Reverend, he's a left-hander. He actually, in the 81 season, he gets traded to the Yankees. And that is going to be a 43. 43 is a blank on Palmer's. It's going to be a 1-8. And it's a 10, so it's going to be an out. It knocked over. It was an 8, and then all of a sudden I knocked it over. It's going to be a ground ball to short. And this is going to be it for the inning. Garcia over to first. Murray. And that retires the side. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Al Bumbry against Rick Lankford. See what kind of game these guys are going to have. Langford's a B, and Jim Palmer's a C today. So it doesn't really matter too much. Palmer could have an unbelievable day. So 46, that's going to be a ballpark to Bumbry. Bumbry has really no home runs. Let's see. On this, no home runs, third base or doubles, 0 on a card. Use code 8 all score. Okay, so he does have home runs. So this is going to be a deep drive off the bat of Bumbry. Gets a hold of one, drives it deep to right center field. Back goes Murphy. Back goes Armas to the track to the wall. That's out of here. 1-0. Just like that. First pitch swinging by Al Bumbry, and he drives one for a home run. Now, he's not really known as a home run hitter, but he did have 9 home runs in almost 700 plate appearances. So he's not a guy that hit a little bit less than a home run every 100 at bats. All right, so Lowenstein, he's a left-handed hitter, batted .311. Probably most of his at bats came obviously against righties. I don't think he plays against lefties, right? John Lowenstein, he was always known for being a platoon guy. All right, there's a pitch, and that is a 54. It's going to take us to the wild story, the wild side. Single to center, so that's line base hit center field. Let's see if there's an error. We have a 4. Center fielder is Murphy. I'm not going to keep on rolling if I already haven't used the roll. And that is an error, so he bobbles it. And trying for second is Lowenstein, and he is in there. And it's going to be a single, and on the scoreboard, you see the E8 flashing. Dwayne Murphy with an error puts Lowenstein at second base after the single. Let's see here. Lowenstein there goes to second on an error by center field. All right, so here's Kenny Singleton against Rick Lankford. So far, 2 batters and 2 hits. So it's not looking good. This start, it's not looking good for Langford. That's a 62, and Singleton, that's a blank. Langford's a B, and that's going to be he's batting from the left side, so that's going to be a ground ball second base. Moving to third is Lowenstein. And we got a home run in that inning, so we're going to write that down. So bottom of the first, home run, and that was Bumbry. I want to know when the scoring happens and when the inning ends. I want to know the time of each inning so I can kind of make a recap, do recaps of games as opposed to watching the whole game. You can just watch a recap. Eddie Murray. It's going to take a little extra work, but I'll see how. Maybe I get used to it. It won't seem like extra work. So Lowenstein, I think Lowenstein moved to third on that. Yeah, he did. He moved to third on that. Advanced by batter. All right, so the infield's back. It's 1-0 O's on the home run by Bumbry. It's going to be a 63, and that's 63 is an out, and it's going to be, he's batting lefty against Langford. That's a ground ball to first, and hit hard right at Reverend and Lowenstein did not get a good jump, so he's going to hold. He is going to hold, and Lowenstein flips to Langford. So it's going to be a 3-1 put out with the runner on third holding. Now let's get Langford into that position there. Pitcher, I don't know why he's not in there already. All right. And here comes Terry Crowley, left-handed hitter. Crowley batted .288 in 1980. Fall classic baseball. Get it. It's a blast. 35, that's a blank. On Langford, a 35 is a 1-2 single, and it won't be a single. This is going to retire the side. It's a fly ball to right. Coming hard is Armas, and Armas gets there to retire the side. So Crowley just misses a single, and it's Tony Armas against Jim Palmer here in the top of the second inning. The time for that inning was 16. We'll do 16:40. Actually, do 16:45. I got to cut out a little time at the beginning because I had to do some lineup stuff. So Tony Armas, here's the pitch from Jimmy Palmer. That's a 43. 43 is an out on Armas's cart. That's a grounded short. One down. Wayne Gross is next. That's a 16, and that is a ground ball to the shortstop. Kiko Garcia fires the first, and in time to get Gross. Gross doesn't really run well. He's a slow runner in this game. Here's Jeff Newman. Jeff Newman at 52. That's a potential error. KD is not going to be KD on the C. It's a 1. So an 8, let's see, that should be above. A 52 is going to be a shortstop error, potential error on Garcia, and he is a 5, so he's going to get that one and throw out Newman to retire the side. All right, here comes Dan Graham. It's Graham, DeCinces, and Dower. 26 against a right is a base hit, so that's one that Graham hits it hard up the middle and through into center field. Graham is on at first. He hit 280, Graham did. Here's DeCinces, Doug DeCinces, right-handed batter with a 44. That is going to be line base hit. Let's see how far Graham goes on that. If one out, there's an assist, and there's no outs. So there's going to stop at second, first and second. Again, Langford did not get off to a very good start. Gave up hits to the first two batters, a home run to the leadoff batter. Now, here in the second inning, he's got the first two runners on. And it's Rich Dower. We're going to bunt with Rich Dower. He's a 4 bunter, so we're going to throw 1. And it's no good. It's a strikeout. He misses that and fouls a third strike off for a strikeout. And here's Kiko Garcia, runs on first and second. That's a 64. That's going to be a blank. And then out with first and second. It's a fly ball center field. Runner on second. S holds, other advance. Dan Graham, I believe, is an S. So he holds. 2 outs. Bottom of the second. And I got Palmer up, but this is American League. Palmer does not come up, so he does not bat. So I got to go into the lineup and knock him out of there. He does not bat. It's going to be Al Bumbry, who homered in his leadoff homer today in this game. That's a 64. That's a blank. And that is going to be an out. A fly ball left field. Henderson on the run, and he tracks it down to retire the side. And that's the end of the second. That's going to be 2021. All right, let's move on to Dave Mckay. Dave Mckay with a 63. That's a blank against Palmer's. A ground ball second base. Scooped by Dower and sidearms it to first for the out. Rob Peacholo. The Peach. That's a 46, and that's ballpark on a 13, and he's a righty. That is going to be popped up. First base side, Murray over near the stands, reaches in and pulls it out. Good play by Murray. 2 out. Here's Ricky Henderson, who walked and then stole 2 bases. Billy Ball Classic, 21, and that is, he swings at that and grounds it to third base. The Sensei's strong throw. And we go bottom of the third. It's going to be John Lowenstein leading off. He's 1 for 1 with a single. 32 is a blank. 32 is a fly ball center field. On the run is Murphy. Will he get there? And yes, he does. 1 out. Ken Singleton's 0 for 1. He grounded out. Hey there, Tony's Board Life. How are you, brother? Welcome aboard. Welcome to the dark side. 61. 61 is a blank on batter card, and it's an out on Langford. What kind of an out from the lefty? It's going to be a fly ball. It's driven in the gap, and Murphy got a good jump on that, made it look easy. It was hit hard, but Murphy was able to run it down. 2 outs, and here is, who's that? Eddie Murray. Eddie Murray, a classic ball. I think he's a Hall of Famer, actually, 24. It's a hit by pitch 1 and 2, but we rolled a 20. So that no hit by pitch, that's an out. He's batting lefty. It's hit hard to Reverend. Reverend bobbles it for a second, but steps on the bag ahead of Murray to retire the side. We're writing down the time for every inning. We got 22:42 on that. So that was the third. 22:42. That way, the innings that there's no scoring, I can do a recap. I can just jump to innings and kind of something I used to do before with iMovie. I used to do that. I used to record the game just in the innings where there was excitement going on, like the bases were loaded and 1 out. I would record that part, and then I would fuse it all together, and making these little recaps that were really cool using iMovie. So I can't do it right now because my kids make fun of me because I have so many apps on my phone. They say, "Why do you have all these apps? It's ridiculous." They make fun of me because I use lots of stuff. I don't know. They don't use that much stuff. Yeah, they just probably watch just Instagram videos or stuff. Anyway, Murphy leading off the top of the 4th inning. It's 1-0 Orioles. So we got a pretty good pitchers duel here, which I like. 45. Palmer's a C today, and that is going to be. So Murphy swings on it at that and drives it to the opposite field. Lowenstein and Bumbry, and it's Lowenstein who runs it down. Nice crowd here at Memorial Stadium. Mitchell Page now. And it's a 36. 36 is a blank, and a 36 is a 1-2 single. It's a 13, so that's going to be a line and caught. Oh, great catch by the shortstop. Hit right on the screws, but right there was Kiko Garcia. 2 outs, and here's Dave Reverend. And that's a 31. That is a ground ball and through into center field for base hit. 2-out single for Dave Reverend. With 2 outs, here comes the power hitter, Tony Armas. Let's look and see how many home runs Armas has. I played about 25 games. You can do that with the iScore. You just click on his name, and you get his stats for all the games. Armas has 5 home runs. He's got 22 RBIs. He's batting .356. Holy smokes. He's doing well offensively. All right, here goes. And that is a 33. That's going to be a line drive base hit center field. Another hit for Armas. Let's see if Reverend can make it to third. Yes, he does. Over to third goes Reverend. First and third now. With 2 outs, and here is Wayne Gross. 1-0 Orioles, but the A's are threatening here with runners on first and third. Wayne Gross, let's look at Wayne Gross so far in this season. 32 games. I played about 25 games. Wayne Gross has 4 home runs and 13 RBIs. He's batting .392. So I got some hitters that are batting really high. And this is a 61. That's going to be an out. It's a strikeout, a swing and a miss, and Gross fails to deliver. We got a bottom of the fourth. Terry Crowley. Pitch from Langford, a 35. 35 is a blank. Langford, a 35 is a 1-2 single, but it's a 9. So he's a lefty. That's a fly ball. Center field, can of corn for Murphy. High pop-up. 1 down. Here's Danny Graham. He's the catcher, third baseman. It's a 54. We're going to look at that. 54 says single to right, base hit, and then roll on the E rating. We roll on 15. That's going to be too high for Lowenstein. No way Lowenstein's a 15 error rating, and he isn't. Cuts that off on a hop. So it's a base hit for Danny Graham. And Doug DeCinces is next. It's a 43. 43 is a blank. Blank on Langford, 43. And let's see what this becomes. It's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop. Is Mckay a weak arm? I don't think so, because if he is, then he loses the double play. They may turn it, but no. Throw not in time for Dave Mckay, who does have a weak arm at second base. This is going to be a 6-4 Piccolo to Mckay, fielder's choice. Let's try that again. Fielder's choice, 6-4, out. Fielder's force out at second base. So at first base, you have the DeCinces with 2 outs. And here's Rich Dower. Pitch from Langford. Langford's allowed 5 hits. And that's a 36. 36 is a blank, and a 36 is ground ball swung by Dower, and he flies it out to center. Murphy backtracks and hauls it in to retire the side. And that was 27-43. Fourth inning, 27-43. So Jeff Newman leading it off. Let's see what Jeff Newman's batting. Jeff Newman is batting .338. So we got a lot of high, heavy hitters here. All right, let's see what happens. And that's going to be a 32. 32 is a blank, and it's going to be a ground ball to the pitcher, Eddie Murray. 1 away. Next is Dave Mckay. Dave Mckay with a 33. That's line base hit. Right center field, cut off by Bumbry. McKay's on with a single. Here's Piccolo, Peach. And that's going to be a 55. That's going to be base hit. Frozen rope to left center field. Lowenstein gets there. Let's see with 1 out what happens. It's going to be it's a hole unless there's 1 out. Then there's an assist. Lowenstein's arm is an A2. We're going to roll the D6, a 1 or 2, and he's out. Oh, and he is safe at third base. Late tag. First and third. All right. So again, the A's threatening with 1 out. They got a runner 90 feet away, the tying run. Ricky Henderson. We're going to bring the infield in on this. We don't want that tying run to score here in the 5th inning. We're going to bring the infield in. See what happens. 66. Oh, boy. That's going to be a drive off the top of the wall. You got a hold of that one. And that's going to be 1 base for sure. 2 bases. He's turning around second here. Into score is Mckay, followed by Piccolo. And the relay to third is not in time. A 2-run triple by Ricky Henderson here in the top of the 5th gives the A's a 2-run lead. So I got to write that in. Henderson, top of the 5th. Ricky with a 2-run triple. And now it's Dwayne Murphy. Here's a pitch from Palmer with 1 out. The infield's still in, trying to prevent another run from coming in. That's a 62. And a lefty. That's a ground ball to short. And the infield in rule is an F. Infield playing in is a hole rule. Okay, so he's going to hold ground ball to shortstop. Garcia up with it. Looks to run it back to third, over to first. 2 down. And here's Mitchell Page. Mitchell Page 0 for 2. He struck out and lined out. It's going to be a 65. That's a deep drive. We're looking for a pitcher home run on this, but the 18 is out of range Deep fly to right field. Back goes Singleton to the track and hauls it in to retire the side. But the A's pick up the lead on a 2-run triple by Ricky Henderson. And that time for that was 31:01. I want to do some more editing in YouTube. So I'm going to be able to just show the innings where the scoring happens. I thought that would be cool just for a change, just to mix things up and to learn YouTube, as well. So Kiko Garcia is leading off against Rick Lankford, who has the lead now. So he's pitched good enough. Both teams have 5 hits. That's a 63, and that's going to be an out. It's going to be a ground ball. Hit sharply to Piccolo. Piccolo, good hands. Low throw, scooped out by Reverend for the out. Top of the order, Al Bumbry. Bumbry's 1 for 2 with a leadoff home run today. It's a 52. That's going to be an error because that's a really low number. 52 is an error on third base. Third baseman Gross. Third baseman Gross is an error rating of a 6. So he's going to boot that. Runner advances 2 bases. Not a 2-base error. It's a runner advances 2 bases. So that's an E5. So Bumbry's on at first. And here is John Lowenstein. Lowenstein's 1 for 2. Pitch from Rick Lankford. Looks in for the sign. Sets and deals. It's a 55. That's a line drive base hit. And it's going to be an advanced W arm to center field. He's not a W arm. He's an A arm. So he's going to hold at second. So it's a single. A 1-out single puts runners on first and second. And here comes the big heavy hitters for the Orioles. Kenny Singleton is Yankee announcer. That's a 63. And that is a fly ball. Deep center field. Bumbry is going to tag. He's going to advance. That's 2 outs. And it's Eddie Murray. Pitch to Murray. It's a 52, a 2, and that's going to be another error. So this time another error, bobbled by Gross, and everybody's safe. Second error in the inning by Wayne Gross, unfortunately. 1 run scores. Boy. First and second, 2 outs. Terry Crowley. Game is tied. Scores on an error by Gross. It's going to be 2-2. Error by Gross. Bottom of the 5th. All right. And it's Terry Crowley with runners on first and second. Here goes. That's going to be a 56. And that is a strikeout to retire the side. And the time on that was 34:11. All right. Top of the order, Dave Reverend. Jimmy Palmer, 66. That's a drive. And that's going to be off the top of the wall. And around first, then to second base, standing with a leadoff double is Dave Reverend. Just missed a home run by a couple of notches on the die. He needed a 14 as a 16. Tony Armas now with a runner on second base. He would go ahead and run at second base. That's 22, and that is a base hit. Let's see if Reverend will get waved around. And Reverend is he's an F. He's going to get waved around. He was a throw to the plate and not in time, so the A's get the lead. And Wayne Gross. It's a 13. That's a blank. It's a fly ball left field. Gross goes the opposite way. Flies out. 1 out. Newman. And that's a 25. 25 is a ground ball to the third baseman. He's going to have 1 play. Unless he's a strong arm. And the Senseis may have a strong arm. I'm not sure. Let's look real quick. He does have a strong arm, so he's going to go to second and gets the force out at second base. prevents the runner from getting into scoring position. That's what a strong arm will do for you. Plus, the Orioles were a very good team. They had 90 some odd wins. They had 100 wins, actually, 162. And it's Dave Mckay now. The runner on first and 2 outs. Here's the pitch. It's a 55. That's a line drive base hit. And it's going to be nothing more than a single. And Newman, I don't know that Newman is a fast runner. No, he's a slow runner, so he'll stop at second base. All right, excuse me. Pichilow's up. Pichilow with runners on first and second and 2 outs. Been sleepy all day. 26, and that is against a lefty. That's a single. Palmer's a righty. So that's going to be a ground ball to shortstop. Over to first, actually over to second for the force to retire the side. 6-4. And Danny Graham. In the bottom of the inning, it's 3-2. How did that run score? Oh man, I forgot. It was a Jeff Newman reaches base on Tony Armas. Oh, it's a line drive single. It was a Reverend. Okay, a single by Armas. And then, of course, the inning ends 37-30. Oh, no, it's not the end of the inning. It's the bottom of the inning. So a single by Armas in the top of the 6th. All right, here's Dan Graham. Pitch from Rick Lankford. That's a 64. And that is going to be a ground ball to short. Actually, he's a lefty, so that's going to be a ground ball to second. Dower throws him out. 1 down. Next is Doug DeCinces. That's a 55. That's going to be a line drive base hit. A 9 is going to be going to skip past the outfielders, and that's going to allow DeCinces to make it to second base with a double. 1 out double for Doug DeCinces. And here's Rich Dower, right-handed hitter. That's a 51. 51 is a KD7. It's not going to work. Goes 1 and 2. So we do have a pretty high number of 7. Hopefully this won't be an error. Error on, what do we roll, 51? It's going to be on the shortstop. That may be an error. Let's see. Who's it short? Pichilow. Pichilow is a 4 error, so he's a short-handed shortstop. And that's going to be out number 2. 6-3. And actually with the 1, there was 1 on base. Wait a second. He makes the play, but there was a runner on base, right? Or no? Where was he? Wait. Where was the scissor? Hits a medium line drive. Oh, no, it was a double. Okay. Yeah, so he's going to hold there. 6-3. He holds the second base. And here's Kiko Garcia. Pitch from Langford. Checks the sign. Sets and deals. It's a 64. That's a blank. 64 on Langford is some sort of pop-up. Middle of the infield. It's Dave Mckay selling under it. Makes the catch. And that is the end of the inning. We're going to write that in there. It's at 39:50. I'm going to have all the innings down, the time, so I can do a recap. So that's why I'm keeping track. It's a little bit of a pain, a little bit of a hassle. So you don't want to forget. So you got to kind of be alert and be aware of it. Ricky Henderson, pitch from Palmer. Palmer can go 31. I don't know that he's gone that many yet. He's allowed. Oh, wait. Let's check. He's gone 27. Ooh, he's right. He's gone 27. So he's at 28 now. It's going to be a 31, and that is a base hit. Ricky Henderson muscles 1 through the infield. Past the diving Kiko Garcia to left field. So he's on the first. Here's Murphy with a bunt. We're going to try to bunt with Murphy. That's 1, and here's the other, and it's good. A good bunt. It goes to the first baseman, steps on the bag. Runner on second in scoring position. And here comes Mitchell Page. We're going to walk Mitchell Page for the intentional walk. Intentional walk. The score is 3-2 A's. We want to kind of parlay this into a double play right here. Reverend, who is 2 for 3 today, but hopefully he'll make out here. Pitch from Palmer, and that is a 25. Reverend 25 against a righty is a base hit. That'll score a run, hopefully. Ricky Henderson's very fast. He scores if it's a double arm or W or an A arm in left field. He is an A arm, so Ricky Henderson will come around to score. And then, of course, Mitchell at first base will hold at second. So the score's 4-2 now. So that is a Reverend single. And that is the top of the 7th. Tony Armas. Good power, Tony Armas. In these 16 games, I think I played about 22 games, got 5 home runs. It's a 34. That's a blank against Palmer. 34 is a base hit. Will just score another run. 34 says 1-3 advances. We're on second. Advances with a W in center field. A or S is a risk. And it's Billy ball, so we got a risk. And let's see. In center field, we got an A arm. The risk is going to be, let's see what the risk is. On the risk chart. Let's see, we got that. I don't have the risk. Let's see what the risk is. Some of these cards have the risk on them. Some of them don't. Okay, wait, no. Risk, okay. He is an A arm, so it will be a 1-3. He is out. A 4-6. He is safe. So Mitchell's going to try to score on the Armas single, and he is out at the plate. 1-3 is out. Let me just double check that. Yeah, 1-2 with an A arm. 1-3, he is out. So he is gunned down at the plate. Mitchell Page. So how do I do it? It's a base hit single. Runner to third. Runner is out at home. Oh, no, not caught stealing. Let me try that again. Not caught stealing. So it's a single. And he's going to be out at home, tagged out. It's going to be 8-2. And runners are fast. Both runners fast. Yes, so both runners are going to move up on this. Armas to second as well on the successful throw out at the plate. All right, Wayne Gross, second and third. 2 outs. Here's a pitch. Actually, Palmer, we can pull Palmer already. Palmer has gone over. Palmer has gone 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, and then the last hit. Okay, perfect. So it's time to pull Palmer, and we will bring, who are we going to bring? Who are we going to call? Ghostbusters. Let's see. Here it is. Baltimore Orioles. We're going to bring in Tim Stoddard in the close game. It's a 4-2 game. We're going to bring in the closer Stoddard. He pitched in a whole bunch of games. After this, I got dinner coming after this game. And I'm going to mess around and kind of create a recap. On iMovie, I was able to write on the screen. I could write in the inning and the score. That was kind of cool. So Tim Stoddard is going to come in to face Wayne Gross. He's their closer, if you will. It's a close game. So close game, closer, it all fits. It all ties in. All right, 2 outs. So we're not going to walk Gross. I'm going to just pitch to him. Here's a pitch to Gross. He's 61, and that, we don't know. It's going to be a 2, so he's going to be an A. Stoddard is an A. A 61 is a strikeout, and that retires the side. So big K for Stoddard. And that is going to be 45, 35, 45, 35 in that inning. RBI 45. All right. The score is 3-2, and then 4-2. 4-2, Oakland. We go to the bottom of the seventh. Actually, you know what? That wasn't the end of the inning. I made a mistake on it. We're just in the bottom of the second. It's going to be Bumbry leading it off, so I got to erase that time on there. All right, here's a pitch from Langford. And that is a 64. That's a blank. 64 is going to be a fly ball. Center field. On the run is Murph, and Murph runs it down. One down. Next is John Lowenstein. Lowenstein with a 55. It's a base hit. And Lowenstein is in there with a single, and he's going to try to steal 12. And let's see, the catcher, actually, he's got a 14, so even a -2 would make it a stolen base. So there goes Lowenstein. Throw down, not in time. So Lowenstein steals second. We're in scoring position now for Kenny Singleton. Rick Lankford's pitched well today, but we're going to keep him in there. He's got to go complete games. It's a 63. Got a lot of those 63. And that's going to be some sort of an out. So you pop up infield. That's the first baseman. Reverend calls it, makes the catch. And here's Eddie Murray, power hitting Eddie Murray with 32 home runs. So we want to avoid the 66, and it's a 32 is a blank. 32 on Langford is going to be a ground ball. Ripped to short, scooped by Piccolo. Piccolo to first, and in time. Inning over. All right, so let's write down the time for that. It's 47:44. So 47:44. All right. We go to the top of the eighth inning now. It's going to be Newman leading it off against Tim Stoddard. Newman against Mckay and Piccolo. Here's a pitch from Stoddard. That's a 24. That's a blind. Oh, it's a hit by pitch. Is a 2, and he plunks him. Ouch. That must have hurt. But he's not rubbing it. So down at first goes Newman. Mckay will bunt. He is a 5 bunter. It's pretty good, and it's good. Lays it down, and it's successful. He moves up. Little bunt back to the pitcher. 1-4, put out. Runner advances. So everybody's basically giving themselves up for the good of the team. That's Billy Ball, right? Rob Piccolo, here's a pitch from Stoddard. Say 53. That's going to be a range play. And at 8, it's going to be a line out to left field. This could fall in there for at least a double. And who's in left field? Lowenstein. Lowenstein with a 10, and he runs it down. Great catch by Lowenstein. KD was 1 to 5, by the way. Great catch by Lowenstein in left field. And here's that ends the inning. I should have. Oh no, it does not end the inning. Hold on. This is Ricky Henderson up. Ricky Henderson. Top of the 8th inning, 4-2 A's playing fall classic baseball. That's a 26-26 against a lefty. Is going to be a base hit, but against a righty is going to be the third out. It's a ground ball to third base. The Senseis. 3. He's a righty, so it's going to be 5-3 put out. That retires the side. All right, go to bottom of the 8th now. Eddie Murray's up. Actually, Eddie Murray made it out. Terry Crowley. It's going to be Crowley, Dan Graham, and Doug DeCinces. 1980 Fall Classic Baseball. Bleacher bums in the house. I have about, I'd say, just guessing, I think I played 2. This is the second series. 7. I think I have about 9 games left. So that's a 64 Crowley. That's going to be an out. And that's a fly ball left field. 1 away. Crowley flies out the opposite way, and Henderson is there. One down. Here's Rick Lankford. Rick Lankford has given up 8 hits. Let's see how many he can go. He can go 36 normally. He's got 27, 27, and 5. So he's got 32. Go 4 more batters. It's going to be a struggle to get him to complete this game. Dan Graham now with nobody on and 1 out. He's a lefty hitter today. Graham is 2 for 3. So he's been hitting Langford. And a 36 is a blank. A 36 on Langford is going to be a ground ball to third. Scooped by Gross, fires, and in time, 5 to 3, 2 down. DeCinces, who's 2 for 3, he's singled and doubled. That's a 53. That's going to be a range check, 14. I don't think anybody's going to get this. We'll see. Oh, it's right field. It's right field, and Armas, he heads it off and cuts it off and makes the catch in the gap. Took the right angle towards that ball. I thought that was going to be a hit for sure, but only Armas could get that. I think Armas is a 15. I rolled a 14. So made a great catch to for the third out. 14 is Murphy in center, and 13 is Ricky Henderson. 13, 14, and 15 out there. So fly out from off the bat of DeCinces in the gap, and Armas comes out of nowhere and robs him of at least a single or a double, or who knows, maybe more. All right, that ends that inning. That ends the 8th inning. I'm keeping track of all the innings because I'm going to do a recap, and I'm going to basically splice it all together. So that was what time was that? It was 2:30. 52:30. Not 2:30. 52:30. Okay, and we go to the 4-2. The score, top of the 9th. A's against Stoddard. Stoddard can go 9. I don't know how many he's gone so far. Stoddard, let's see. Stoddard, yeah, he's only got 7, so he can go a couple more. He's good. He got a good card. But here's Murphy. Murphy today is 0 for 3. That's going to be a snake eyes, and that is ball 4. So Murphy walks. Mitchell Page is going to bunt. He's going to square. Everybody bunts on this team, and it's good. They move. So 1 out, sacrifice. And they move Murphy to second base. So catcher to the second baseman on that. You can just read it in a die roll. It's very simple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dave Reverend up now. He's a left-handed hitter. They're going to walk Reverend just to set up that easy double play. Intentional walk to Reverend. And then to face Tony Armas. Here's a pitch from Stoddard. That's a 23. 23 is a strikeout. Blows a fastball by Armas, who's swinging for the fences. 2 outs, and the runners on first and second. You got Dwayne Murphy at second, you got Reverend at first, and Wayne Gross. Wayne Gross today is 0 for 4. He's grounded out, struck out, flat out, and struck out twice. Tim Stoddard, Wayne Gross. Here's a pitch. If Stoddard gives up a hit here, he's gone. And that is going to be a 22. That's going to be ball 4. That loads the bases. Let's check Stoddard now. He can only go 9 batters, but of course he can go 9 if he doesn't allow any hits. Let's see. I'll look at the. Yeah, Stoddard is gone. Where's Stoddard? Where did he come in? Can't even read it. We can't even see him here. Tim Stoddard. Let me check. Let me check the stats, see what it says where he came in. Let me look at the stats. I'm using iScore. Stoddard came in, and so far Stoddard has pitched 2 innings. He's pitched 2 innings, 2 complete innings. So that means he came in. Wow, usually it has something that really tells you when the player came in, but it's not telling me. Let me see how many batters faced he has so far. I'm going to pull him anyway for Tippy Martinez, but just trying to look. Batters faced, 10 batters faced. Okay, all right, so he's faced 10 batters. So we're going to bring in Tippy Martinez. Hey there, Bears Den. How are you, brother? Finishing this game. Been doing a lot of data tracking because I want to. I'm writing down how long every inning takes, so I can kind of do a recap with just the innings where the scoring happens. And I'd love to do a voiceover and just kind of recap with a new voice, kind of like MLB does. You know how they do the recaps? That would be kind of cool. So you don't have to watch through the whole game. You just watch the highlights. But it would of course force me to do a lot of work tracking the innings. I used to do this with if you go back into my older videos, I used to do this with iMovie, where I would only film like if the bases got loaded, or you have first and second, nobody out, something like that. I'd film it, and if nothing came of it, I'd just dump it. But if something came of it, I'd save it, and then I'd splice them all together, and then I'd have a nice little recap, and I could write on the screen, and I'd write 4-3. So who I would write up how many outs and who's up, and so Tippy Martinez comes in. He's a left-handed pitcher. We're going to see what he's going to be. He's going to be a 18, a C pitcher for Tippy Martinez. The tip of the iceberg. C for Tippy. And he's going to face Newman. So Martinez coming in. Top of the ninth. 4-2 A's. So the Orioles want to hold them right here. They only need one out. Still, again, it's a close game. It can go either way. Let's see what happens. Here's a big pitch. That's a 16. That's going to be a swing and a miss, and he strikes him out to end the inning. Great pitch by Tippy Martinez. Ouch. All right, so Rich Dower is going to lead off, followed by Kiko Garcia. Now, let me check the box score. Let me see if they're pinch hitting for these guys a lot. You know, some of the guys they don't really pinch hit for that much. Let me take a look, see if they pinch hit for these guys. Yeah, they used Pat Kelly and so they pinch hit for both those guys. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna pinch hit for both these guys. I'll use the same guys. Why not, right? There's Rick Lankford is on the mound. So I think both these guys are lefties that are gonna come in to pinch hit. Ayala is one of them. Benny Ayala. Oh, actually, Benny Ayala's a righty. The other one was, who did I say? Oh man. Oh, I think it was Kelly. Didn't I say it was Kelly? Kelly's a lefty. Let me see. Kelly, yeah, Pat Kelly's a lefty. He actually got a hit as a pinch hitter in this game. And so did Ayala. So we're bringing in Kelly for Dower. Pat Kelly. Pat Kelly should be in here. So there he is. All right. And here's the pitch from Langford. Rick Lankford's got 8 innings, allowed 8 hits, 2 runs. And that's going to be a deep drive. And that's going to be one hop off the wall. Splits the outfielders. Pat Kelly with a base hit. Art imitates life in this one. He had a pinch hit single in real life. Gets a double here to lead off the inning. And next is going to be, we're going to bring in Benny Ayala. So let's bring in Ayala. I don't know that I have Ayala written in. I've been falling asleep at work all day today. I worked from home today. I'm glad I'm going to go out tomorrow because the fresh air keeps me awake, man. I fell asleep like 5 times today. All right, so Benny Ayala. Let's learn a little bit about him. He batted .266 with 10 home runs, and basically he had a tremendous card. Think about it. Proportionally, had 170 at-bats, 10 home runs. Make that 550, he would have 30 home run season with over 100 RBIs because he drove in 33, 3 times 33, 99. But let's say he got another one, so he would have had a great season. He has a great card. That's how I usually figure out. I weigh the cards that way. Benny Ayala. All right. Sorry. Let's see where we're at. Benny Ayala's coming in to pinch hit. And here's Langford. Now, Langford's gone. This is the issue with Langford. He had 28 complete games. He can pitch to 2 more batters. And then, of course, if he doesn't give up any hits, he can pitch Or even if he can still pitch at least to 3 more batters. Let's see what happens. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 15 off Ayala's card. And that is a wind, and a 5 is going to be to the third baseman. So that's grabbed out of the air by Wayne Gross. Pulls it, and Gross stayed with it for the out. Weren't able to double anybody up. Unfortunately, had that been a 4, had I rolled 14, it would have been a line out to the second baseman. They would have doubled him off. First base is doubled off if less than 2 out, but I had a guy on second. Oh, his first baseman would have been doubled off. Too bad. All right, so anyway, we're on second, 1 out. Al Bumbry is 1 for 4 today. He homered leading off the game. Yeah, Al Bumbry had 9 home runs. So he had a little bit of pop. All right, it's 4-2, runner on second, 1 out. Rick Lankford has got to finish this game. And that's going to be a 51 and a 17. That's going to be a high number for that. And that is going to be a 51 as an error. Third base, no error. Gross already has 2 errors in this game, but he's going to play this one. But that is going to be an odd number, which turns it. Wayne's going to try for 2, goes to second for 1, back to, oh no, but there's a runner on second. No runner on first. So it's going to be 5-3. Runner holds on that. It's like 20% chance that he advances. So I'm not even going to bother to look. John Lowenstein, it doesn't matter anyway. John Lowenstein, there's 2 outs. It's 4-2 ball game. And here's Lowenstein. Lowenstein's 3 for 4. He singled flat out and singled 2 more times. So he's 3 for 4 today. So bottom of the 9th. Runner on second, 2 outs. Tying runners at the plate. And John Lowenstein. Lowenstein's card, he batted 200 times with 4 home runs. That's an equivalent of proportionally of a whole season of 12 home runs. But he did have 27 RBIs, so he's hitting clutch. So if he had played the whole season the same way, he would have had, 90 RBIs? Close to 90, 81 RBIs. Walks, 32 walks. He would have had maybe 90 walks. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. 311 average. So here's a pitch. Rick Lankford checks in for the sign. Newman. And Newman sets and deals. Here's the pitch. This could be it, or this could be, oh, it's a ballpark. Ballpark, an 8 on the ballpark. It's a lefty batter, and that is going to be popped up. And back goes Newman to the stands, reaches in, and does he come up with it? No, foul ball. Just couldn't get it. He's pointing at one of the fans saying that they interfered, but the umpire didn't see it. All right, so John Lowenstein, the 311 batter here, the tying run in a 4-2 game in the bottom of the 9th with 2 outs. And you got Rick Lankford. Trying to complete this game, needs to get out of this inning. He's allowed to go 36. He's gone 30. Let's see how many he's gone. He's gone 37 right now. But he's allowed to go until he gives a hit or a walk. So let's see what happens. And that is a 44. That's a base hit. Oh, my goodness. There goes Langford's complete game. I knew it. 44, runner on second. Question mark assist. Oh, boy. So we're going to have a left field assist, and that's Ricky Henderson. And Ricky Henderson's 1-5, and he throws him out. Ricky Henderson must have had a ton of assists. He has a strong arm, so they didn't run on him, and he had a ton of assists. 1-5, he's out at the plate. So there's going to be a play at the plate here, and this will allow it'll end the game and allow Lowenstein to allow Langford to complete the game. See what happens. So it's a left field. We'll double check. Base hit to left field. It's second to home assist, question mark. And the batter will move to second base if he's safe or if he's out. But, of course, the game will be over, so that won't matter. This game includes everything there for you, Bleacher Bums. Has everything for you. So here goes. We're going to roll that 1d6. We're looking anything but a 6, and he is out. And he is out at the play. Ball game over. Great throw by Ricky Henderson. And great tag by Jeff Newman blocking the plate. They kept Pat Kelly from scoring. And the ball game is over. Wow, so it's a base hit single. Can't get any more exciting than that. Out at the plate, Ricky Henderson throws out Pat Kelly. Tagged out 7-2, right on the money. And that's the ball game. And that inning ended at 106-17. 106-17. So that was a great game. That was a lot of fun. All classic baseball. You can't beat it. For fun, for easy fun, easygoing fun. You're not going to rack your brain. You're not going to do computations. You're not going to, start looking for things and forget what you were doing. It's pretty straightforward, pretty easy to follow. It's got everything included. There's all these variances and different things and errors and range plays and, assist plays, risk plays that you can take. There's there's stolen bases. There's everything is worked in there, is integrated very, very smoothly into this game. Very nice game, I'm sorry to say. And I don't work for the company. That's my disclaimer. Rick Lankford picks up the complete game victory in a 4-2 game where he allowed 10 hits. Let me give you the line score. The A's with 4 runs, 11 hits, 3 errors, 12 left on base. A's left a ton of guys on base. The O's with 2 runs, 10 hits, no errors, and 9 left on base. The loser is going to be Jim Palmer. And, of course, the winner is going to be Rick Lankford. And that's all she wrote. And I got that all the time, so I can condense this and splice this, the video, and just keep the innings that I want to accent, that I want to emphasize, where there's runs going on, and then the rest of it, I will just kind of, cut out. This is CP Cards and Dice. Thanks for stopping by. Michael Peterson, appreciate you being here. Tony Board's Life, it's great to see you. Bleacher Bums Gaming, very excited about all your projects. And Bears Den, thank you for stopping by as well. I'm going to pop in to see if anybody else is streaming right now to join those streams and, throw in some tidbits in the conversation. But a play at the plate ends the game. The Langford and the Billy Ball A's win it with lots of bunts, lots of stolen bases, with some plays at the plate, and they win it by a score of 4-2. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching.